jump right into it. I ain't gonna slow it down. This one's been weighing heavy on me, and I feel like I need to just get it off my chest. 2020, and I know a lot of you don't even want to think about 2020 again, but 2020 was a rough year for everybody. I think in some way, shape, or form, everybody's experiencing some sort of was it PSD? PSTD? You know what I'm saying. Everybody's going through something. Everybody's had some form of trauma, and it's been like affected in some way with 2020 and the whole, pandemic. But, mothers, fathers, everybody went through something. But, there's a group of people that we leave out, that we don't mention. PTSD, that was the word I was looking for before. I'm under the JD. But yeah, there's a group of people that we don't talk about enough. They don't get mentioned, and I think not that they had it the hardest, but they had it rough, because it's something that they're truly not used to, being secluded by themselves in their thoughts. We all had that. Some of us are still suffering, but these people in particular don't get mentioned. And I feel for them. Truly, I really do. I feel for them. I can't say I understand their pain fully, but I have an idea, The pretty boys. The pretty boys had it hard come 2020. Oh, did they have it hard? They had it rough. Had it rough. They didn't understand what was happening. They had to have the mask was hiding their face. The secluding, just being by themselves. Oh, did they have it hard? Seeing them walk around face hidden, the grief in their eyes. And the main problem with the pretty boys, this was the main issue. A lot of the pretty boys don't know how to talk. They rely strictly on their pretty looks, right? You've seen them. You know what I'm talking about when I say the pretty boys. The ones that walk around and the beard look like they just dipped it in canola oil, and you know what I mean, chiseled up, and eyebrows tweezed, and some of them even wear contacts. Y'all know who I'm talking about. But boy, did they have it hard, right? No more, using the face first. Now they got to talk. Oh, my God. What are they to do? My God. And they have to actually speak first. It's rough. I'll tell you a secret. Most pretty boys don't know how to talk. And I feel, let me give you a real story. It's really happened. And y'all probably experience it too, but, and you know what, and hit me in the comments, give me some feedback, because I need some information for myself. But yeah, I'm in Walmart doing some shopping. I see a guy. He's in the section where they have the clothing, like the shorts and the shirts and stuff. The girl is on the other side of, the men's section. So, the women's section is right there. And it's like across the lane. And, he's doing this thing, and the girl is there with two of her friends. Could have been sisters, who knows? But it was three of them in total. And, they're snickering and looking and whatever. And, like, his friend didn't realize he had a friend. So his friend comes over from the other side, like further behind him, comes over and points out that the girls over there are, like, checking him out. I'm still there, like, getting my shirts or whatever. I'm watching this whole thing play out. He walks over there. Hey, what's good, ladies? The hi, giggling and all that stupid shit. And I couldn't hear the in between, but it was like maybe, not even exaggerating, it was probably 20 seconds into the conversation. The girl that in particular that he was talking to is like looking at him directly in the face. And this dude immediately was like, yo, what's your gram? And she looked thrown off. I was equally as thrown off. So now she catches my eye looking at her, and it's like one of those things like, what the fuck just happened? He's like, yeah, what's your gram? I hit you up. Yo, you on, I forgot what other, it was some other social media. It wasn't TikTok. It was something else, he said. And chick was like, yeah, and like she gave him the Instagram thing, and he was like, all right, yo, yeah, I'm gonna hit you. Let me say this, man. I feel so sorry for you women of today, man. And the question I have to you, I just need to know, am I behind the times? Am I now like so far removed from the game that I don't realize that conversations don't happen the way conversations are supposed to happen? Is it now, are we living in a time now that is the conversation that's to go to? Hey, what's up? What's your gram? Or what's your Twitter? Or whatever the social media account. And then now it's just, you're finger typing the whole, I don't get it. A lot of you guys are walking around here and y'all have no idea how to talk to women. No idea. And I really need to understand, is this acceptable? Is this where where women are at? Or are y'all accepting it? Or is it so much of it that y'all just feel like you don't have a choice and you're just going with it? Right? Me personally, I don't get it. I don't see having and another thing, you know how bad it is? And this is how I know it's bad. That nowadays, and I've been saying it for a while, nowadays, even when me, myself, would say I'm having a conversation with a female or whatever, wherever it may be, and you give any inkling of a compliment, you can see in their face immediately like they think you're hitting on them. Because they're just so not used to conversation anymore that when you pretty boys, y'all had it bad, man. And it's getting worse. And I think the pandemic was the worst thing that happened to y'all, man. All right. Y'all gotta learn how to talk. A lot of y'all are walking around relying strictly on looks, hitting the gym, getting right. Now, there's nothing wrong with getting fit, as you should. You should be the best you can be. But if you're going to be somebody who is looking for female interest or what have you, brother, you got to know how to talk to a woman. First of all, talking to a woman is one of the easiest things on the planet. Because all you got to do is ask a question and wait. Let her answer. Let her get it all the way out. And when you speak, when you ask her a question, don't ask the question, cut her off. Let her talk. Let her get it out. You'll find that you have room to speak. Let's talk about game, man. A lot of y'all are still like working with lines, like you're using the same line on every chick, and that's one of the let me tell you, one of the dumbest things you could do. It's dumb. Another thing y'all do that's horrible. You meet a woman, and in the conversation at some point in time, you say something stupid like, yo, I'm different. Nah, you ain't. I'm not like them other guys you've been dealing with. Feel me? Nah, I'm different. Let me tell you something. You are not, sir. You are not. She's heard that line 1,000,001 times. And then you're going to say, yo, I know other guys say that, but I'm really, really different. If you were different, you would have never said you were different. You would have never said it. Here's what happened when you tell a woman you're different. And women, I expect you to back me up on this one. When you tell a woman, yo, I'm different, you immediately tweak something in your brain. Here's a secret. Anytime you tell a woman something that she finds like she deems interesting to her brain, she'll start blinking really fast, faster than normal. That is her taking mental notes of the bullshit you just said. That is a fact. Whatever dumb shit you just said to her, she is now taking mental notes of that bullshit, and she starts blinking. That's her taking snapshots of all the bullshit you say. So as soon as you start and she starts to blinking, from that point on, all of that stuff is being recorded in her mind, and she's holding it so that later on she can hit the play button and play it back, right? So you tell her, yeah, man, listen, man, or maybe I'm using the old terminology. Guys don't call them out no more. I don't know. I'm out the game. I have no idea. But what I'm saying is, when you say, nah, I'm different. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not like them other dudes. She's gonna be like, right, I got you. Okay, all right. She's not gonna agree. She's going to merely let you know that she heard what you said. And she's accepting what you say to be as fact for what you say. Now, anything you do that even remotely resembles something that another dude has done, immediately she hits the playback button and say, see, he ain't different. Does the same bullshit the other one did. And keep in mind, when you say you're different and she's doing the playback, she's not playing back anything good. She's not going to compare you to her past good ones. She's comparing you to the past bad ones. So, you bring her flowers. That's nice. I had guys bring me flowers before. I expect that. That's what they all do, right? But let you sneeze without covering your mouth, or cough without covering your mouth. Oh, you nasty motherfucker. Ugh, disgusting. Huh? Exactly. She's going to compare every single thing that you do from that point on to whatever she's seen already. So in her mind, you're not different. You're the same. And from that point on, let's just say on a scale of 1 to 10, let's just say you started at a 7 point. Let's just say you started at a 7. Immediately after that cough, after that sneeze, you not even a half a point. You've dropped a whole point, a whole 6. You're now a whole 6. You were a strong 7. Strong 7. Fact, strong 7. Cough without covering your mouth. You're a 6. That is a whole fact. Right? So now, what do? Now it's time. You've done a few more things, but she's still giving you chances to see or whatever. And there's other attributes that she likes. So she's giving you a chance. Let me tell you now, sir. When that bedroom door closed and she gives you the time, and when I say time, you know what I mean. When it's go time, she's ready to go. Boy, don't you do no foolishness that some other fool has done before. Huh? Don't do no dumb shit like lick her ankle or some lick her ankle, why did you say that? Don't do no dumb shit. Right? Because let's just say you had a bad night. Let's just say you were so excited that, things didn't work out the way they usually would. Oh, I've seen this before. Oh, he can't even. Let me tell you something. If you were a 6 walking into that room and you fuck up in that room, my man, just cancel Christmas. You just go home. Forget about it. It's a wrap. You are now a 3. You are a 3. A hard, strong 3. You might be even a 2. You might be a 2, but obviously, if she let you get away with certain conversations and didn't stop you, then you might have a chance of getting away with a 3. But for the most part, brother, you're between the 2 and a 3. Let me tell you something, man. One of the easiest things to do is talk to a woman. And you gotta be confident with you. I see a lot of guys, approach women and got their head down and they bobbing eyes. It's all which way. You're looking here, you're looking there. Man, look her in the eye, man, and talk to her. And the game shit don't work. I'm gonna get to the game part too. But, the game shit don't work, man. But you gotta be confident with you, man. You can't go approach no woman and you ain't solid within you, man. Right? Because she's gonna see through the bullshit. Immediately. It don't take much to impress first impression with a woman. Right? And I'm not saying like, women are ditzy or nothing. No. Women are beautiful, beautiful creatures. Right? Just like men, we all, men share certain attributes that are, just tied to men, and women have the same. But, there's different things to women. Women are just beautiful creatures, man. There's different things to them. I can't even explain it all, but women are just beautiful creatures, right? But the main thing is, if you go in with a certain amount of confidence, not cockiness, and a lot of you get that misconstrued. You pretty boys, a lot of you get that misconstrued. You go in very cocky, it reads cocky, right? Some women might not see it at first and, misconstrued your cockiness with confidence. And then later on down the line, they realize, okay, he's in the mirror more than me, so he's just cocky, right? There's a difference. But you want to talk to a woman, man, you just got to be confident, bro. Go in and just be the best you. Hey, start the conversation. How are you? And mean it. When you say, hey, how you doing? You good, right? Yeah, okay. Listen to what she's saying. Don't just reply because you think that's the next thing she's going to say. No, listen to what she actually said. Listen to how she said it. Listen to in the tone of which she said it. Right? There's a difference. You guys out here trying to run game, and you're doing this rent a car to show off, but you can't keep up with that game for so long, right? It don't make sense. You know what women respect the most? Honesty. And I know that sounds cliche. It's crazy. Now, like I said, I'm out the game, but let me tell you this. I'm not going to get into numbers, but I've been with enough women to tell you, if you're just honest with them and just let them know what it is, what you want, 97% of the time, they'll give it a chance. Whether they agree or not, they'll respect the fact that you just kept it funky with them. Right? When you do the lead-ons and like, yeah, you know, yeah, man, you know, I want to settle down, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking for a girl, you know what I'm saying? I'm really into you. When that goes south and she sees it, she's scarred. There's no need to scar the woman at all. Absolutely no need to scar the woman. If you just keep it, and then later on down the line, you want to complain about the next chick. Oh, man, she's you know, she's a scarred woman, man. You know how it is. Yeah, because the 10 other guys before you ran the same game you've been running. So now you got one back. You understand? The easiest thing to do. Listen. You know, I like you or whatever. You know, this is the conversation. Hey, you know, like you know, like to go out a little bit, but I'm being honest with you. Like right now, I'm not really looking for nothing serious. I ain't trying to just jump your bones and just smash, but I do want to have a good time if it leads to that, cool, whatever. But I like you. I just want to have a good time. Let's go out to eat, see where it goes from there. She might have her reservations about it, but she more than likely she'll think about it and be like, okay. Because she'll respect the fact that you just was honest, you kept it funky with her, and she'll be like, you know what, I'll try it out. Now she might be looking for more, and she might expect more, but you were upfront. And if you see it going down the line that it's more than what you want, let her know, hey, listen, as good as this feels, it feels like it's about to be more than what we originally started or stated that it was going to be. And I don't want to necessarily break or lose you, but I do want to like just push back so feelings don't get hurt and we can still stay in a good place. She might be a little bit upset, but more than likely, she's going to be like, okay, all right. Because she respects the truth. She respects the idea that you respected her enough just to keep it funky with her. That's it. Women are easy to easy creatures to speak to. You men make it difficult. I have never personally seen a woman in my life that I couldn't speak to. Never. Never. Let me tell you something. If she can feel protected and laugh at the same time, you're always good. You're always good. You ever see you know, just like a big guy, or not just a big guy, but ever seen a guy that's just not a friendly face to look at, right? And you get what I mean. He's just not the you know, just not a face it's a face only a mother could love. One of those faces. And then you know, it's a situation where you see his girl and you're like, what? Now, let me tell you something. Me personally, I'm never shocked by that. I've seen it through the years, and I've seen people shocked, and they be like, yo, how the hell? I've had people say that about me. man, how the hell does this dude get these girls? The difference between the pretty boys and the Ugg mugs and guys like me is we know how to talk. Not game, not trick. Talk. Have a conversation. Right? You're talking to, send her a text. We're in the days of text messaging, right? Send her a text and mean the text. Hey, how was your day? Everything went good? Okay, cool. Right? Any plans for later? Right. Send her a message that doesn't necessarily have to lead up to something. Don't just wait till, it's time. You want something from her that you're sending a message and now you're being nice. But it just comes off as bullshit. They don't respect it. Right? You make it hard. Make it hard on yourself. And you make it hard on the other guys. You need to work together. Man, men need to work together and have these conversations. Like, yo, man, when you see your boy just doing a bunch of dumb shit like, renting a car or using his boy's place and acting like it's his, or, listen, I'll be completely honest with you. I ain't one of them dudes that's, I'm going to go buy these $400 shoes and, this $1,000 jeans. And for what? For what? I've literally seen dudes walking around in like $2,000 in an outfit that's about $2,000, and the dude that's wearing an outfit that's about $150 is pulling all the women in the club. That's a fact. It's been proven time and time. Because you're relying so much on the clothes and all the other stuff that you don't realize when you open your mouth, you sound dumb. You literally sound dumb. They look at you and be like, what the hell? A lot of you pretty boys, and I'm going to go ahead and tell you this in case you didn't know, because a lot of you pretty boys think you're getting over, but you're not. A lot of you, and I'm sorry to tell you because I know you had it hard in 2020, but I'm going to just let you know, a lot of you have been getting pity fucks for a long time. That's a fact. I'm going to let that sink in. I'm going to say it again in a second. Let me sip this JD real quick. A lot of you pretty boys have been getting pity fucks for a very long time. You have no clue. Huh? A lot of y'all pretty boys, you talk or whatever, and the chick relies like, he's just dumb. But he's cute, but dumb. They ain't going to my mama's house, but I fucks with him. And you think that you're getting over. And the whole time, when she's around her girls and the rest of them, they sit around and talk, cute face, but dumb as bricks. That motherfucker, dumb as a motherfucker. Right? And in your mind, you really think you're getting over. You're not getting over, sir. You are a laughing stock, a joke amongst the women. You think you're getting over because you're getting a piece of pussy. Let me tell you something. You didn't get the piece of pussy you were supposed to be getting. You didn't get the piece of pussy that was actually available. You didn't get, I don't want to be too vulgar. This JD talking. But you didn't get what she was really willing to offer. See, a guy like myself with the same woman, it's going to be different. That room going to be shaking, right? Why they even go there? Listen, you guys are limiting yourselves. Because after a while, the word starts to get out. Oh, he's a cutie, but he's dumb as bricks. And women talk, especially especially if you a neighborhood pretty boy. It gets around. He fuck with everybody, but he dumb as bricks. That's a sad shit. Sad shit. And I keep saying it, but it's just so easy to. I've never understood what's so hard about talking to a woman. What's the difficulty? I actually enjoy talking to women and learning new shit about women because I learn new shit all the time, right? But like I said before, the times has changed so much now that even having a simple conversation starts to feel weird. Like, they might give a reply back during a conversation. You're like, wait, is she under the impression that my conversation is flirtation? Right? Like, nothing about the conversation was anything flirtatious, but because it's a conversation and it's beyond a certain length of time, that I guess that has become the norm, they automatically believe like this is flirtation. And you can see it in their face sometimes, like, are you flirting with me? Like they want to ask. And I try to give every inkling without embarrassing them. Like, no, I'm not. I'm not flirting with you at all. Just having a real conversation. Like, I like conversations. So when I see it's going down that line and I see the tone of the temperature is changing, boom, I dismiss myself. I either remove myself or I go to a completely different conversation. That's not the route. I have my best friend is over, I don't know how many years, and it's a female, right? We talk about everything. Recent years, but we talk about everything. And listening to her over the years, and her homegirls and they all said the same thing. Like, yo, Red, it's easy talking to you. And I'm like, yeah, I know. It's like, yo, we get it. We get it. Like, that's how you get in. And I'm like, no, I don't even use it to an advantage. It's just that I understand conversation is key for everything, whether it's women, it's business, whatever. You have to be able to speak, right? And also, I like the idea of, I like to know a little bit about a lot of shit, right? I don't like to be the one that's in the circle and I don't understand the conversation that's happening around me. I don't like to be out of the conversation and it's all happening around me and I don't know what the hell we're talking about. So I might not be, fully 100% aware of whatever the subject is, but I have an idea, right? I know something on it, and then during the conversation, enlighten me, and I'll let you know. I don't know too much about it, but I heard about this. Am I correct or no? And correct me if I'm wrong, right? And that builds. You see, when you're having like regular conversations, it makes conversation with women very easy, very simple. Be truthful, be honest. Hey, what are you looking for? And that's another thing, man. When you guys ask what she's looking for, and she tells you, and you know that deep down inside, honestly, you can't, you know, supply what she's looking for, let her know. If she says, listen, I'm such and such years old and I'm trying to have a child in the next 3 years, and you know within yourself that you're nowhere near that, then my man, walk the fuck off. I don't mean, don't be rude, you know what I mean? But let her know, nah, that's not the line, that's not the lane that I see myself in, you know what I mean? My kid's situation, I was thinking, further down the line, or whatever it may be, or maybe not at all. And I don't see myself, I'm selfish to me, right? I want to enjoy me, and I don't think I'm willing to give enough of me to a child or whatever it is. Be respectful. Let her know what it is. She'll respect it. She'll respect it. Right? Let them know from early. Listen, man. Like I said before, there's some guys that are like, yo, I want to be married. If that's your route, that's what you look, then you need to be up front. But you can't go answer the 4-day-a-week party girl and ask her if she's looking for kids. She's not. That's not her line at all. Right? That's another thing. You gotta understand, like, have some kind of understanding of what you're looking for, what you want, what you're trying to do. Right? And oh man. See, I didn't want to go too far because I didn't want to make this too vulgar, man. And I know I'm jumping around the place and I'm skipping around the place. Blame the JD, it's not me. But that's another thing, man. Stop telling these women you gonna do this, you gonna do that, or wait till I get. Don't do it. That's the worst thing you could do to yourself, man. Absolutely. Because when you don't perform the way you bragged or how you gonna perform, brother, you are going to be the laughing stock of whatever town, city, borough, whatever you're in. It's going to be bad for you, bro. You better off just not saying nothing. Now, she asks you a question. I say, yo, are you into such and such or something? You can say yes and agree, but don't go overboard. Right? Of course, I eat ass from the back, baby. Talking about, I eat pussy from the back. I love that shit. I break backs. That's who I am, man. Call me the gorilla nigga, you know? Fuck in the bed like a gorilla. And then all of a sudden you get in there and now you running around the bed like a fucking hamster. Cause she trying to, right. She chasing you around the bed like it's Tom and Jerry. And you scared like a motherfucker. Stop boosting the sex part up, especially if you know for a fact you ain't really that. You just talking. And don't let the lightweight chicks fool you. Don't let the ones that, hooping and hollering, because sometimes they just be lying and faking and just making you feel good and you think you done did something. No. Women are great actresses. They're just making you feel good, bro. And you know how you know? I'm not even going to go there. I'm going to leave that part alone. I'll leave that for another episode. Excuse me. Oh, side note. Let me say this. I know it's in the middle. I know it's coming out of nowhere. But if you are watching video The studio's under construction, so you have to excuse the look. Secondly, remember, audio of this podcast will always be out before the video. I don't know what's the actual time span it's going to be, but audio is always going to be available. It's going to be available on all platforms, Apple Podcasts. You can go to Buzzsprout, put an InDaRed podcast in Buzzsprout. It'll pop up there. You can listen to it directly on that site, or you will see the various links where you can think it'll be on Spotify, it'll be on Apple Podcasts, and a dozen others. It's on iHeart. It's everywhere. So just wanted to plug that in real quick and just let you guys know. But back to it, man. Yeah, stop bragging about your, you know what I mean, your wings in the bedroom, man. Again, if you think you're that, then just show them. Because if you talk it up and you don't back it up all the way, boy, you're in a world of hurt. You are in a world of hurt. It's going to be so bad for you that it'll probably get back to your own peoples, and they'll be laughing at you on the block. Like, yo, son, I heard she was chasing you around the bed, bro. What happened? I thought you was putting it down like... They're going to have a field day with you, bro. Your best bet is to just lay low, play it cool, and whatever happens, happens. No need to show off and talk all, I suck toads. And that's another thing. Y'all motherfuckers be telling you, I suck toads, and then turn around and this chick got like hammer feet. Then what are you gonna do? I ain't never hear a chick say, nah, I got ugly feet. Every chick thinks she pretty. Everything chick think her feet pretty. No. Not so. Right? So you're supposed to, bypass these hammer cornfield toes and now suck them because you said you do, and you said that's what you do. I hate to be you, guy. I hate to be you. But this episode's gonna be short. I just had to get that off my chest, man, because I really feel, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, man, and I really feel for the pretty boys, man. They had it so rough. And I don't feel like they got enough acknowledgement of what they went through during the pandemic. My God, to have to cover the one thing that they had going for them. The one thing. The one and only thing they had going for them. They had to have it covered. Doing things like in a Walmart parking lot. And I'll show you mine if you show me yours, and doing sneak peeks like you're in kindergarten again. My goodness. Sad. I feel for them. But like I said, I'm not going to stretch this one out. And I think this probably be a short one. But it is going to be a short one. I don't really know what time we're at yet. But yeah, but I just wanted to address that. It was weighing heavy on my heart. I felt bad. It's something I thought that, we all could, come together. And if you have a pretty boy family member or pretty boy close friend, give them a hug. Let them know that you see them, because that's what they love. Let them know that you see them and you understand their pain and what they went through. Touch them on the hand. Say, I see you. I understand. Let them know that, hey, I will never be able to understand your pain, but I understand your pain. I I'm like, I don't. Yeah. You guys need to grow the fuck up, man. Grow up, learn how to talk, man. One of the easiest things to do is to talk. Have a conversation about a conversation. See what it is, man. Talk to these women, man. Stop being afraid. Acting like suckers hiding behind fucking facing you can't talk. She can't even take you to the mama's house because mama says, hey, well, how you doing? What the fuck? You bring this oh, you can't say that word anymore. Forgot. But yeah, man. But anyway, listen, I appreciate you guys. It's, it's a blessing. It took, like I said before, it's a long time coming. Been trying to get this thing off the floor. Like I said, I got a lot of construction going on, and there was so much life was happening. But at the end of the day, I had to push through, get it done, and we here. So enjoy the ride. Let's rap a tat. Hit me in the comments on whatever platform. If you want to reach me directly, you can reach me at InDaRed@myyahoo.com. Again, InDaRed at myyahoo.com. INDARED at myyahoo.com. You can hit me directly if you have any questions. If you have a topic you want me to touch, I told you I have some great interviews coming up. A few musicians, a couple of art, not a couple, but I'm just saying there's going to be more than a couple, but some musicians coming up, some of my favorite musicians, as a matter of fact, some artists that I'm really excited about, and a host more. We're gonna have a great time. So just stay locked in, and always remember, drink water. Peace.